I will have all these leaderboards posted up into the Discord so we have all of our final qualifiers ready to go for the grand final at the end of the season. Real quick, what are we competing for? The grand prize raffle. I haven't announced what the actual prize is, but we want to get as many entries as we can ahead of time. Bring it up right here. The grand prize winners of these qualifiers, as you can see on the screen, are gonna get entries into the qualifier raffle as well as winners of the grand final. So you want to participate in as many of these as you can. You will qualify on the first one that you do advance on, but maybe you might find a new main through that, or maybe you're just gonna accumulate a ton of event tickets and get into the grand finals there. Alright, let's hop into this matchup. If we hop into Morbido's point of view to start, and let's take a look at the map as we see a ton of people all land right near Sector 7 Undercity. Let's see if we can get in with some of these people and maybe catch some early action. You think Teddy here is in the entertainment district, so that's not who we're looking for. Let me take another look here. That is a 4, so Mr. Homeglyph. That's what that looks like to me. Let me move up a little closer. I apologize. My screens are a little far away from me sometimes. Yeah, Homeglyph. Alright, let's hop out of this and take a look around with the drone as we see Joe Bursky, Grim Reaper, Krovax, as well as, who is this one here? Can't even see, I apologize. Alright, let's bring up the map real quick and take a look at that. See, Morbido is taking some shots here, but I believe he is just farming up in the distance. I apologize that I'm quiet here for a second. I'm moving my setup around a little bit. Now that I'm solo casting, I need to be a little bit closer to my screen. I know we're sitting on just a regular screen here. Let me switch over to Morbido for a second. Actually, we do like this. Here we go. As we see people are getting into a little bit close together. Rancid Bogart. That was that other name. I apologize to Rancid. As we see all of these Rangers here in together. As Bogart is immediately taken down as they switch over to the drone by Croax. As Aerolingus takes down Black Shadow. We have action happening all over the place right now. As we see an assess go down, is they're going to be fighting from it. As Joe Bursky is on the Chocobo. We have 2 people on Chocobos there. Is there going to be follow-up? No, there is not. Kroak going in there with the shotgun and getting that kill. Unbelievable. Right as I switched. Let's see if there's anybody else close to each other right now. Number 9 and number 14. That's Merv. Going up against possibly Zincross. So that could get very spicy as we see Sector 7 is starting to disperse here. A lot of the candidates are spread out here, and that's what I think we're gonna see on Rangers. There's gonna be a less aggression that we saw on the Warrior as we move into the final circles, but that gunplay will come into play as we saw in the last game. I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you'd like to be a part of this, make sure you hop into the Discord. If you'd like to support the stream, you can subscribe. Feel free to cheer with bits. Those both will get you entries into the grand final raffle. Both subscribing and cheering with bits. And all of that money that gets accumulated through subscribing and bits is going to go right back into the prize pool for this tournament series.
Let's go.
Alright, let's take a look and see if anybody's getting closer. Undercity is still pretty popping. Let's hop over to Krovax and hop into the drone. He's inside of a... No, he's outside of it. Alright, we're going to scoop around here as the puppet is working their way up. All around the board here. Joe Bursky is up high in the high ground here as Creator may have gotten into the vault there. Let's hop over to Creator here and see if there is any special guns on Creator. No, Creator's going into the vault now, though. Let's see what they get. Doesn't like the selection in the first chest. Got a couple things out of the second chest. Sure there's no action happening on the map while we're looking at this. We do see Bursky getting a little bit closer. Are they going to know that the Creator is inside the vault here picking up all of this loot?
Ah, nice.
It was a golden Shinra type B that came out of the legendary chest.
Let's ride.
And nothing too major coming out of that. We still have 14 candidates left in the lobby. As we see, Sector 7 is getting again. As we see, I switch over to Puppet as Creator takes them down. I was on Creator. Creator hopped off of the Chocobo and gets the kill as he catches someone off guard there. Unfortunate. I believe that was the Puppet, right? That who just went down? Yeah, the Puppet was going up over the cliff as I switched. And Creator comes up on the Chocobo, catches the Puppet off guard, and gets the kill. Take a look at the kill feed right here. Who has the most kills right now as we hop into our field reporter view?
Monsters.
Creator does have one, Aerolingus has one, and Krovax have one as well, as we see the competitors are still pretty spread out in these early phases. Morbido is farming up on that Tonberry. That experience and that cash can be very big as we see a few people getting close together here. Let me switch my thing so I get to them faster. So Croax possibly getting into some action here. We see the assess go down, so we're going to know where people are. As we see Croax and Grim Reaper near each other, as well as Joe Bursky's up high, possibly going to take some shots here. As we see Croax getting close to Grim Reaper 4K, is on the Chocobo though, so he has the high ground. Grim Reaper trying to rotate back around, but we have Merv coming in now, and Croax up top. We have a lot of Chocobo action right now. As Grim Reaper makes their way back to their Chocobo, is going to take some shots, try to get a Chocobo out of the map here, as all three of these candidates are now getting in close to each other, as Croax is now running around on the Chocobo underneath, and nothing is going to happen as all the candidates continue to spread out. Joe Bursky ends up backing up and does not get a third party after waiting there for so long. I realize that I am on the wrong camera view. I apologize. There we go. I said something like that was going to happen, but we had Morbido's view in the meantime as he is farming up. I'm going to stay on this view as much as possible now and follow the candidates around. As we see the Sentinel come down, this could be coming to big play here, because this is not as hard to take down as Cloud. As we see the fight happening here, Croax moves in on the Grim Reaper, but can't quite get any damage as the Sentinel was about to scan there and put down some damage. As we see a third party come in, Croax is trying to jump away as Creator's going to take some shots. Can't quite take down the bird of Grim Reaper, who's going to dismiss it in the meantime. Croax is going to do the same thing, I believe, after they heal up. No, Croax is going to go right back in as Creator is trying to take down the Sentinel before Croax gets back. Is not quite going to be able to do it. Croax gets down, is going to rotate around, but they are both on their Chocobos again, and I don't think anything is going to happen from this. Croax jumps off again as the monster takes down Poneglyph. Croax is trying to do what they can as Creator is going to... I'm sorry, Croax is rotating around to the other side. Creator's going to do as much as they can to maybe go back in for the Sentinel. But in the meantime, everything is dispersed around the Sentinel. I really thought things were going to get hot and heavy there, but the circle is not quite moved in enough for people to want to take action. To hop over to Zincross for just a moment here. Let's take a look at Morbido and see where he is. As you see, not many people are quite near each other, although number 10, Creator, is back in with Crovax up close to each other again. Aerolingus is here now as well. Let's see if anything comes from it this time. I'm sorry, Aerolingus is up on the mountain. You see Crovax take some shots. I'm sorry, Creator takes some shots down at Crovax. But Crovax is going to get inside of the dome because that means means that they can't take damage from outside. As Itera is now joining the party. He's going to move up on Creator, but can't quite get close enough before the bird is mounted and fused. As the cess goes down, Creator's going to have to try to play in and out of the dome here as the bird is now gone. I believe it was dismissed and not defeated. Krovax does have the high ground on the bird as I get caught on that height thing there. Zytera is going to throw down the scan. Can't quite see anybody close enough yet as this action continues to rotate around this map point. As you see Zytera and Creator getting close to each other now. Everybody's just waiting for someone else to make a mistake before they go in, and that is the name of the game in these private lobbies. In this moment, the Creator is going to go around and try to get as much damage onto Zytera's bird as possible. That beautiful rainbow bird, as Merv has packed up and is now going to try to possibly add into this fight. Aerolingus is still up high. Pink Teddy's out by the gas. Lesson Ghost is farming up in support pillar. Grim Reaper is making their way back into this commotion as well, as everybody is still continuing to work their way around the Scorpion Sentinel. I am out of breath. See this action continue, and the candidates are getting closer and closer. Eventually it's gonna pop in the fight or gonna start happening. I see Morbido taking some shots down towards Merv. Can't quite hit them though. As you see fighting up around Bahamut this time. As Morbido gets pushed by Merv, but they both jump on their birds and diffuse the situation. Take back up here as the Sentinel is still up, not quite fighting yet. As Bahamut takes off, so now Merv and Morbido have a proper fighting arena. Let's see what happens here. As Morbido is trying to fight with the drone again on Merv. Merv trying to find him before he gets out of the drone. And he does, but Morbido is able to get out. He's going to throw down some fire. Tries to take out the bird, so he can't get on the bird and rotate out. As Morbido is going to hop on the other bird instead. They switch birds here, I believe. As Creator takes out Leslie Ghost and then 4K Grim Reaper. I unfortunately was not able to see that fight, as Creator picks up 2 kills there. Merv is going to go down and take out Morbido's birds. Let's see if Morbido does the same thing in return. As we see, Aerolingus now is going to push up towards this fighting here. And let's see if anything happens from that. As you see Pink Teddy and someone else getting a little bit closer to each other off in the distance. Let's see if any fighting comes from that. Pink Teddy is on the move on the Chocobo, but stuck for a second there. As Krovax is the one hunting them down. Let's hop over to Creator for a second, because Creator was in a little bit of action, but there's nothing else in this area. Looks like the support pillar got a little bit busy as Creator came away with 2 kills. Top back over into Morbido as he's riding around on this drone again, trying to see what he can find along the way. As you see Pink Teddy taking some damage here. Pink Teddy is down! I was not able to switch in time as Krovax found him in the blind and is able to get the kill. I unfortunately was not able to switch over in time to see what happened, but Krovax was able to get the kill and now has the jewel pendant off of Teddy.
Let's go.
As we see Morbido chasing another candidate with the drone again. He's all about harassing non-stop with this thing.
Someone's coming for me.
As the Aerolingus and Merv catching each other now. Get a little bit of shooting going on here. Returning back and forth. Aerolingus is about halfway. Puts down the assess, so now we know where the other candidate is at any given second. Merv puts down a blind and assess of their own. That way they could rotate and pick the fight they want. But I'm not sure they know yet that they are backing up towards Krovax, who is a very hot hand at the moment up here on the hill. As you see Creator working their way out of support pillar now and up into more of this action. We're down to our final 9 candidates as Morbido is right here chasing after Aerolingus. Is there going to be some gunfire from that? As we see a blind from Merv again. There was the gunfire from Aerolingus and Merv going back and forth. That looks like either a snipe or some very good lethal gaze fire. But Morbido is here with Aerolingus. Is there going to be fighting that comes from this? As we see Morbido put down some shots on Aerolingus. Thunder goes down from Aerolingus, gets some Morbido for a little bit of damage. Morbido's going to return some fire, puts down an arrow to reset. Gets up high on the Bahamut tries to put down some fire in return as the fireball comes down as Aerolingus tried to return or follow on the arrow. Morbido waits for them to come over the top. Aerolingus puts some fire in return, but can't quite hit it as Morbido is coming away with the gunfire victory so far. Here they come up the hill. Morbido unfortunately gets in close and takes a fireball, but throws one back in return as Creator is taking down the Sentinel back there in the distance. So that is a ton of experience going down to Creator while this fight is happening right up above. Is he going to get up here in third party? Let's see. As Morbido and Aerolingus are going back and forth continually again. The gunfire is going back and forth. Aerolingus is landing the spells a little bit more than Morbido, but Morbido is on point with that gunfire. As we see Morbido go into the drone play one more time. Let's see if it pays off this time. He's going to fly around. The Blizzard's going to get Aerolingus as Aerolingus tries to go around. He tries to get himself destruct on Aerolingus with that drone. As a fireball comes into his face, he knew that he had to get out of that drone before Aerolingus gets in close. But Morbido is continuing to maneuver away, constantly trying to get the shots down as he's at about a half health now. Both of these candidates are doing their best. As you see Morbido trying to get down. They are trying to heal as much as they can. Aerolingus. And after all that, nothing happens. As now Creator is pushing up onto Aerolingus. He's going to try to put down the fire. Throws down the fireball. Can't quite land it. As Aerolingus knows after that previous fight, the engagement is not there. Hops on the Chocobo and gets out of there immediately. Creator has lost the bird to Aerolingus, who takes it to get away. Constantly rotating around. That fight was going on and on as we see Zin Cross coming up on Joe Versky. Throws down the assassin, see through the blind. That is a very key play as Joe Versky is going to try to rotate around. Throws down another blind to try to escape. As Zin Cross throws a fireball. Hail Mary over the top. Can't quite land it. Gets the bird in from Joe Versky. The hipfire comes in from Zin Cross. Can't quite take him down as he does manage to get the bird. Zin Cross continues to take the fire. Can't quite get the kill. As we see candidates getting closer and closer here, as Krovax takes about half health. Krovax and Zytera look like they're in a fight, and they are, as Zytera gets Krovax very low with the Thunder. I'm sorry, Zytera is very low. Krovax was in the Thunder. He's going to try to shoot through the gas, hit some things, throws down the fireball as well, but Zytera is rotating away as fast as possible, trying to heal up and get the re-engage. And here it comes with the hip fire. Let's hop out into the drone. Sorry. Here comes the drone now. Here we go. Another blind go down as Krovax is trying to rotate around. Zytera is getting the cure off. Krovax is constantly trying to use this wall as a distance. As we see the control drone blow up. Is that more? No, someone else was here, I believe, with that drone. Trying to sneak away with a potential cheeky kill there. As rotating around. No, oh! A snipe comes in! Where did that come from? Over on the other side over here. Noir takes out Zytera with the snipe! While the fight was happening, that was a very good third party. All about positioning. As Creator takes down Joe Bursky down somewhere else on the map. That was unreal. As Zin Cross and Creator are now up on each other. Creator hops on the bird and Zin Cross is now stuck in the gas. Is Zin Cross going to be able to get out? Yes, the gas ends there, but now Creator's right on them. Fireballs exchange, but they don't quite land. Creator's going to put down the shots on Zin Cross. Zin Cross about halfway. He's going to try to get back on the bird. No! Zin Cross is at 0 health, but the fireball is hitting the wall. He's going to try to heal up as much as possible. Creator is rotating around. Very low on health still, as Zin Cross is going to go down to Creator. We see action up on top now. As Merv and Morbido are close to each other as a fireball goes down. Can't quite land it. Noir and Krovax have now met each other. After that snipe of Zytera, Noir gets in close. He takes a fireball while going for the melee. And Krovax finishes them off with the fire. And we have fighting down low again. This is a non-stop as these three candidates are all next to each other now as well. Fireball coming down from Merv onto Morbido. But Morbido is holding the ground. But now it is a 3 situation. As Morbido is going to have to defend both ways. Puts down the blizzard and is able to rotate. But unfortunately takes the fireball and goes down. Creator with another kill. Creator is here making a statement. Is going to go aggressive and immediately chase after Merv. As you see Aerolingus up in the distance. Again, shots are going down. Merv puts down the blinds and possibly rotate, but instead he's going to put down the assess, goes out into the open, puts down fire, Kovacs is going down a little bit quicker than Merv, tries to put down the fireball, hits the fireball, goes into the shadow, the blind in order to heal up, but Creator goes down to a fireball, unfortunately, and Merv is going to move up and get the finish, takes out Merv into 4th place. I'm sorry, Creator is taken down by Merv, and Creator is knocked into 4th place with 3 kills, I believe. As Erlingus now is going to third party into Merv, and now he's going to take down Merv as he was trying to loot up Creator's body. Now it's going to be Erlingus going up against Kovacs. Let's look at the kills real quick as Kovacs is rushing in here. Kovacs has 3 kills, Erlingus has 2, so this is all about the win here as we see the teleport from Erlingus trying to get in close with that Infernal Cannon, I believe, taking out the bird after Kovacs took down Erlingus' bird. Now they're returning fire back and forth. There is a little... No, it's a Pulsar shooting back and forth. As Erlingus is going to take the teleport back and get on the other side of Kovacs now, trying to hit these Pulsar shots, bouncing back and forth between Kovacs. If that Pulsar hits, it's going to be devastating. There's a half health. Now he's going to try to return with the other fire as Kovacs puts down the here. Returns with a fireball, but knocks him into the teleport, but is able to turn and fire him down. I thought the thunder was going to take him, but the teleport throws him away, and we get the beautiful finish there from Kovacs. Unbelievable gunplay from all the candidates there at the end. They were going back and forth non-stop. Unreal. It was like once the action started, it never stopped. The candidates were all over each other as soon as they could get their hands on each other. It was slow up until those final 2 circles, and then it was non-stop. Unbelievable play there. Kovacs with that rotate at the end there, bouncing back between the teleports. Erlingus is trying to be as tricky as possible and can't quite get it.